Hey guys, and welcome back to another video. Now we're sort of reacting but watching at the same time at the top 10 horror movies chase, but it's on watchmojo.com, so let's just get on with the video and see what you all think.
Johnny! Let's hope that these characters are all wearing a good pair of sneakers. Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 horror movie chase scenes. For this list, we're looking at those memorable chase scenes from horror movies that really got audience members' hearts pumping and screaming, "Go, go, go!" at the screens. As we're revealing the results of some of these chases, a spoiler alert is probably in order.
261, turn our lane, please. He's gonna try and kill me.
Number 10, the morgue chase, Valentine. Getting chased is scary enough, but getting chased through a morgue by a man wearing a mask is downright terrifying. In this slasher flick, a group of women is stalked while making preparations for Valentine's Day. This scene is terrifying not only due to the idea of the chase itself, but also because of the tension we feel when Shelley hides with the dead bodies in the morgue. It's a disgusting and freaky scenario, and one we would not want to find ourselves in pretty much ever. The music and ominous footsteps only add to the terror. Number 9, the climactic chase through the house, Friday the 13th, the final chapter. In this supposed final installment of the Friday the 13th film franchise, Jason returns to Camp Crystal Lake one last time to kill innocent civilians, but he meets his match in the form of Tommy and Trish during this scene. It begins horrifically, with Trish discovering her friend's dead bodies, and it also features Jason at his most determined. Some nice signature gore effects enhance the scene's scariness, and it finishes with a fantastic stunt in which Trish throws herself out of the windows, capping an already thrilling chase with an amazing finale. Number 8, a game of cat and mouse. I know what you did last summer.
I'm being attacked!
This slasher franchise, about friends who are killed off a year after they dump a dead body, has some fantastic chase scenes, including Carla's chase in the sequel. However, it's in the first flick when Helen is chased into her family's store and an intense game of cat and mouse occurs that had us all holding our breath. What makes this scene so devastating is the false sense of security Helen has. The police officer protecting her is killed, then her sister, and then Helen herself is finally murdered only steps away from safety. It's a terrifyingly fun scene to watch. Number 7, Tina's terrifying dream, A Nightmare on Elm Street. This slasher classic sees Freddy Krueger stalking teenagers in their dreams, which makes escape nearly impossible and all the situations that much scarier. Take Tina's dream, for instance, where Freddy is able to grow abnormally long arms and cut off his fingers just so he can watch Tina squirm. Robert Englund gives a great performance as Freddy, as he gleefully laughs his way through the terror. Filled with brutal imagery, including Freddy's face being ripped off and Tina's chest being slashed open, this chase is one of the bloodiest and scariest in horror history. Number 6, All Hell Breaks Loose, 28 weeks later.
Are you gonna cook? Your favorite?
There's nothing like a nice candlelit dinner with friends and relatives in the dark. until the infected burst in and kill everyone, that is. This sci-fi horror flick sees infected individuals running amok in quarantined London, and this opening scene sets the tone perfectly. Starting with a fantastic jump scare and a stark contrast between quiet and chaotic, things only build in intensity from there. With a memorable score throughout, this sequence nails the horror of running for your life and has our hearts pumping way before the main titles even appear. Number 5. The Hedge Maze Chase, The Shining.
Yeah, this whole place is such an enormous maze. I feel like I'll have to leave a trail of breadcrumbs every time I come in.
Directed by Stanley Kubrick, this psychological horror film was based on the novel by Stephen King, so it was bound to have some terrifying scenes. After the hotel he's a caretaker for drives Jack back to alcoholism and insanity, he chases his son Danny through a hedge maze with an axe. Father chasing his son with an axe with an intent to kill is a disturbing concept, and this scene plays on that. But to top things off, The Shining has Jack Nicholson giving a mesmerizing performance as the crazed dad.
I'm coming! I'm coming, Dad!
Danny eventually outsmarts him, and what follows is one of horror's most iconic shots. Number 4. The Doyle House, Halloween. This film is a true slasher classic, and one that jump-started Jamie Lee Curtis's Scream Queen career. When Michael Myers returns to his hometown after many years to stalk teenagers on Halloween, Laurie must defend the children from him in the Doyle house. It's a terrifically tense scene, the scariest part perhaps being when she's stuck in the closet, as it plays on two fears, a serial killer after you and claustrophobia, all at once. And who can forget the famous shot when Michael gets back up after being presumed dead. Number 3. No running in the halls. Prom night. High school can be a scary experience for everyone, but nothing to this extent, we hope. When a serial killer begins murdering teenagers on their prom night, Wendy is forced to run from him in her darkened, desolate school. The true scope of this chase is ambitious, as it leads through many rooms of the school, and the length only adds to the scariness. While she almost gets away, the scene ends on a perfectly terrifying note, as Wendy finds her friend's dead body and is subsequently axed to death. What a way to go. Number 2. More than just a prank call. Scream.
Hello?
Hello?
Yes?
Who is this?
While Sydney's chase through Stu's house is creepy, this scene with Drew Barrymore is perhaps the most famous opening in any horror flick.
Well, I'm getting ready to watch a video.
Really? What?
Oh, just some scary movie.
You like scary movies?
Uh-huh.
This meta movie sees a serial killer killing high school students. But it's poor Casey that he toys with the most.
You never told me your name.
Why do you want to know my name?
I want to know who I'm looking at.
The sequence is terrifying due to the progressive nature of the scares, going from playful to downright terrifying. The idea of a stranger stalking you outside your home is certainly frightening, and then things end magnificently with a shot of Casey hanging from a tree. As gruesome as that is how you start a movie. Before we unveil our top pick, here are a few honorable mentions.
Yeah.
Please, I don't want to die. I don't want to die.
Sanctuary, the Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Sally, I hear something. Stop.
This chase is pure, unrelenting terror at its best. While the 2003 remake had a respectable chase in a slaughterhouse, this scene of pursuit from the original tops it for sure. When Leatherface attacks friends in a small town, Sally flees after watching her brother being killed. When she reaches the safety of a house, she instead finds a dead woman and a horribly withered old man and bolts to a gas station, only to be further attacked. If being chased by a man with a chainsaw isn't terrifying enough, the idea of two false sanctuaries back to back is sure to get anyone's blood pumping. Do you agree with our list?
That was great.
What thrilling big screen horror chase did you consider to be the scariest?
Right guys, that was top 10 horror movies, chases. So if you liked the video, please like, subscribe and comment anything you want me to react at or watch down below. And yeah, see you guys later and peace out.